how to activate your light body and Merkaba. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. It's Brett here. Welcome to Yoga Tantra Healing. In this video, we're going to be talking about the ancient secret of the flower of life by Drunvalo Melchizedek. I have the second book here. And activating the light body. And I also have a metal piece with the flower of life image, but the light body is the upward pointing triangle and the downward pointing triangles, which is the energy field around the extended electromagnetic field around the human being, around all life forms really, is this shape. But let me get into, what is the field, how do we access it, how to get in tune with it, and then what that means for our spiritual evolution. So what is the light body? The light body is the extended electromagnetic field of the human body. This is when we get into our aura field and those non-physical dimensions to the human experience. We have this upward pointing triangle, and we also have a downward pointing triangle, which is arranged for males. The upward pointing triangle is faced to the front, and the earth tetrahedron is facing to the back. For females, the male tetrahedron is to the back, and the earth tetrahedron is to the front. So the sun tetrahedron is the top, the earth tetrahedron is the bottom triangle. But essentially, those are the two shapes that surround us, and there's different configurations. There's different information you can get in the books by Drunvalo Melchizedek, so definitely check those out if you hadn't. And there's also Spirit Science makes great videos on the subject of Drunvalo's work, and actually just getting the book and reading it is going to give you the best information of what it is, what it looks like in those different aspects. But essentially, this is our connection to God, our connection back to source, back to all life. Because if we know about the flower of life and these image, we have that central point where all these circles come out of, and if we expand this into infinity, we get fractal geometry. So all the geometries that we know, from the Platonic solids to which is the 5 elements as well, and all the different geometries of light, of creation, all of them exist within this image, so we can get everything out of this one image. It's the unifying image that also gives us that reality of God is a real thing, that God is the existence and the reality that we are living in. And this image proves the unified field theory. It proves the unity of God, of creation, and our being, because it's the same geometry that creates us, that creates flowers, that creates a rock, a crystal, whatever it may be. So the flower of life pattern is the fundamental fractal pattern behind all of creation. And when we get back in tune with this pattern, this is when we begin to get access to the spiritual dimensions of our being. We can connect with nature. We can even clean the environment. We can clean the earth with our intention, with our love and connection to the light body. It's kind of interesting. It just started raining where the sun's out when I came out to do this video and got all windy. Just real interesting. But when I was making the video on the light body and the earth just starts cleansing, we haven't had too much rain. Oh, it's getting kind of picking up. But just interesting correlation with the light body and how that cleanses the environment, even, just the intention to come make this. And our light body started, connecting with the environment. And so it's a direct example of, once you activate your light body, you can connect with the earth, the Mother Earth. You can have this direct connection with God to begin healing, and collectively as a people. Now, if we had groups of us connected with the light body activated, there's so much we could do for healing the earth, healing the people, healing each other, just that openness that it takes. And so let's look into how do we access the light body? What do we have to do? Because there is the meditation here in the book, the Merkaba meditation, which is something invaluable to everyone's spiritual path, and I highly recommend anyone try that out and make that a part of your practice if you haven't. You can also book a yoga session with us, and if you're interested in this information, we can add that into the meditation that we do. It's one of the meditations I do every day to get in tune with this light body and make sure I'm keeping my light body activated. And it's very interesting, the experiences I've had since I've been doing this meditation. Things have really changed in the reality, the way thoughts and feelings manifest. They say we manifest with our thoughts and our feelings, and our heart is that magnet, is where the electromagnetic field of the heart, or the light body, comes from, is the heart. So I just made that video on the heart chakra. You can check that out as well. But this is important to know because the chakras in yoga also go hand in hand with the light body. In different Tantra, in Buddhist traditions, Tantric traditions, it was the rainbow body of light. And they have all these different traditions where they talk about this, but also even the Anahata symbol is that upward pointing, downward pointing triangle, which is the Star of David also. So just showing this symbol in all over the world and bringing us back to that unity, that's the balance of male and female energies within us, that brings us into Christ consciousness. And Christ consciousness is the embodiment that we are one with God, that the things that even Yeshua spoke of, he was giving to us Christ consciousness, his consciousness of realized, self-realized consciousness, being one with God, being one with the Father, one with the Spirit, one with all life. And when we do that, our perception of reality changes, and also our internal ability to co-create with God, I should say, is heightened to the point to where we're no longer victims of a society. We're no longer victims of manipulation and control. We can break free through this information, through the light body, through accessing this higher dimensional consciousness. And while, yes, we can also transcend this dimension through the light body, like we can go into other dimensions, I feel, and many others feel, as well as Drunvalo's work clearly states, that it's about bringing this consciousness back into earth, the Christ consciousness back into earth, the unified with God consciousness, which is also the goal of yoga, that union with God, with self. And when we get to that place, that's when the light body activates spontaneously. Now we also have the instructions here to do the meditation and activate the Merkaba with the actual, practice of it. But we have to remember that the knowledge is only one half, and that we need that love, that divine love for God, that love for life, that love for the Mother Earth, that love for humanity in general, that love for all creation. And when we can do that, we get into that frequency specifically of love, of divine love and unity. Naturally, this brings us into our Merkaba, and then the knowledge of how to activate it through the different meditation steps, which you can book a session with us if you'd like to, or look it up on YouTube. There's also a great meditation that Drunvalo gives. But if you want guidance with that, I'm here to help out. You can book a session with us in the description, or you can sign up for our Patreon, as that will also be part of our bi-weekly support groups and meditations. We'll do some Merkaba meditations together to experientially get an experience of this together, and then share some experiences, go even deeper from there. So go over, check the Patreon and my email out if you want to book a yoga and meditation session, and we can go into the technicals. But like I said, the heart chakra, Drunvalo even says it's the experience of the Merkaba that's the most profound. So I can only explain a little bit of this, like we can clean the environment. Like, what does that mean? We all look at the world and we see so much pollution, for example, and we have all these practical solutions. But what if our conscious intention and love and connection to the Merkaba, as this field expands both 55 feet around the body, and then on the highest levels to all life everywhere. So if we're connected to all life everywhere, imagine what we could do cleaning up the earth, cleaning up the waters, cleaning up the skies, cleaning up the soils and the ground. And these are just a few things that I've experienced, with this consciousness, and when it, like the trails and stuff, and the sky and the pollution, and being able to negate that. You can set your intention and watch it manifest, but you have to get activated first. You have to continually activate the Merkaba, and then live in accordance with yogic ideals or spiritual ideals, and that will help the path of the Merkaba begin developing. I've been doing the meditation for about 3 years now, and I've even tried times where let's see if I don't do the meditation, if things change, and honestly, things change in a drastic way. So for me, it's like something and not always in the best way, because I have that unstable field, and that means I'm still working on it, and that's fine, because it's something just like yoga you want to practice daily, so that eventually it becomes that fully realized experience, where we become masters and ascended masters. That's the goal. So if you're looking to get to ascended mastery, if you're looking to activate Christ consciousness, book a call with us, get connected with us, go to the Patreon. That's what that group is for, is to create a spiritual group where we can have people who get together in love and unity and devotion to God and to each other and to this awakening, and that we have that support, we have that protection of one another to go through these experiences together. And then also to have that support of, if we fall down, or if we make a mistake, or we fall off track, we have a group to come back to and say, here's our practice, let's get back to it. There's nothing wrong with being perfect with this stuff or anything, because you should experiment. Okay, I've done this for a while, let me see what happens if I change up my meditation frequency or my meditation choice or the way I'm going about it, and you will notice a difference. So that to me was always a sign. I was like, okay, this stuff works. This meditation is changing my reality, the way I connect to it, the way I feel when I can tune into my heart and make sure I'm in that feeling, when we say that positive frequency, that high frequency energy, that's that love, that gratitude, that connection to the all. And then I can keep my mind open to learning and expanding and continuing to grow with it by the experiences that come into my reality, the manifestations that come into my reality, the synchronicities that come into my reality. And you start following those synchronicities in your reality, and you realize this is how the Merkaba works. The light body accelerates, just like the Kundalini awakening. It accelerates your spiritual potential. So now you're moving at such a rate to where life is forcing you to evolve rapidly, and you have to, this is not for selfish reasons. This is to be selfless. This is to see the world community and the unity that we can create together, and the healing that can come through each and every one of us if we do the work together, if we get connected, if we activate our light bodies, our kundalinis, our chakra, these various levels of our being, and come into that I am consciousness, the Christ consciousness. We can begin to make a difference here in the reality. So I really just wanted to make this as a quick video on what is the Merkaba, how to activate it, some basic tips, some of the experiences I've had with it, a little bit of just seeing how much it connects us to the all, to the source consciousness within all things, and also accelerates our spiritual awakening and our gifts, which also can sometimes come with a lot of challenges. It's like we have to let go of a lot, or anything that's hindering our path. The Merkaba and Kundalini will accelerate the letting go of that, which sometimes it can be hard, because family members, start fighting with you for no reason, or old friends are just, making fun of you and laughing at your new ideas and your new way of expression, or whatever it may be. Society in general doesn't accept a lot of this. It's all, new age, but this is very ancient, esoteric, spiritual wisdom that's being brought back to the surface. It's been hidden for thousands of years, hidden due to, religious manipulation and spiritual manipulation as well of the masses. So we're bringing this wisdom back. It's not mine. Drunvalo even says it's not his, it's beyond his, it's ancient, it's all of ours. So it's something in me that as I come back to this information with new awareness, that I start sharing it more openly, and that we work together to really create the difference, the change that we want to see in the world. We are that change, we are that frequency. We just have to tune into the frequency, and which is love, which is healing, which is resonance and unity consciousness, balance consciousness, knowing all aspects of ourselves, and to be able to relate to each other. That's dealing with that heart chakra. So also, if you haven't checked any of the other videos, make sure you do. If you need some other information, get basics of the chakras going and some other basics of Kundalini awakening, check out some of the other videos where I share some experience and some just personal insights and tips to connect, as well as some of the essentials of Kundalini awakening. And like I said, go to the description, book a session with us, or head over to Patreon to subscribe for monthly and weekly sessions where you can really hone into your practice, get spiritually integrated, get on your path, and start evolving, on that rapid pace that you want to be, because it's a time where the world's changing really fast. We got to work together. It's more important now, with all the fear and hatred and separation being pushed out, that we unite in this time. We come together in a positive way, in a way that can create change and lasting change for lifetimes, for healing, for the planet, for all life included. So check us out, get involved over there, and I look forward to seeing you in a call soon. And I'm sending you all so much love, lots of blessings, peace, prosperity. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's get in touch. Stay connected. Namaste.